So here's the stump table. I just wanted to remind you, I don't know if you were aware of this or not, but when we first got this up here, Vicky had it delivered, this tabletop had some cracks. You can see one here and here. Anyway, there's just a bunch. It's kind of the way it's made. It's kind of cracked anyway. It's got fractures in it, but it was kind of, you could see it kind of moving around when we were putting it on. So anyway, when we first got it here, let's see, a couple of years ago, whenever it was, Dan reinforced it with a piece of plywood. So you can see, here's the piece of marble or slate or whatever it is, and then we put on a piece of plywood, a piece of round plywood, just to firm it up, and glued it to there. And then it's got pegs that hold it into the stump. It just sits on the stump, but it's got some pegs, 3 pegs that line it up. And so I just wanted to remind you that it is very fragile as far as when you're moving it. Once it's set, and I'm getting a little concerned about these end pieces, because if you move them, you can kind of see the crack opening and closing a little bit. But I think it's fine. But like I said, I just wanted to remind you, if you didn't know already, and Vicky, she'll remember when we got it, that we had to reinforce it. But just in case, you know, the worst was to happen. But it's been moved a couple times. But like I said, I think it's fine. I worry about it, and we'll be very careful. We've been very careful, and this should be a non-issue. But anyway, so we're gonna take it up with the tractor. I'm just gonna put it on a board, on the forks, on the tractor, and just slowly take it up there. That way, the less handling, the better. You just lift it up and move it, because it is heavy. The stump part is no problem. That's just a big chunk of wood, but the tabletop is the only concern. But like I say, with that big sheet of plywood underneath it, it can't really go anywhere as long as it's not dropped. But it's got an overhang, as you can see. This piece of slate does overhang a few inches. So if somebody was to really put some weight on the edge, especially over here where it's cracked, you don't want to do that. Like if somebody came up and sat on the edge right here, that would be bad. That would probably break off. So, but I mean, I'm probably just over worrying, but just wanted to remind everybody.